Is it going right?
You're crooked.
Am I crooked? How do you get it?
Yeah, you did it. No, just go back to where you go. Yeah, perfect.
This one? Okay.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the
Hi.
Roosta Show. I'm Mr. Jones, and today we have what's your name for fans?
Kim.
Kim. I was gonna say Kim because it said hey I am in the okay.
Yes.
Anyways, I should have just went with my gut.
Oh, no.
Anyways,
Yeah,
welcome. So you are a DJ and you are a creator of this project, Broken Nails, right?
Well, yes. So DJing is separate from Broken Nails. So
Yes,
but
totally.
yes. So my DJ name is Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. Okay, wonderful. How long have you been DJing?
Oh gosh. Probably 20 years. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have like a website and all that for Kaleidoscope?
I have a
Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Instagram?
Yeah, I think it's on Instagram too. Yeah, it's hard to keep.
Wonderful. Just for fans so they can find you and like your pages and all that good stuff. Do you have any YouTube for Kaleidoscope?
I don't have for DJing. I do not have a YouTube. So I do for Broken Nails though.
Okay.
So, yeah, and basically, I've focused a little bit more on Broken Nails than I have DJing since the pandemic. So I have
gotcha.
I have DJ'd a little bit here and there, but mostly it's been Broken Nails. So and writing, recording, playing shows and stuff. So
that was Overcome your first album?
Yeah.
2021 release?
Yeah. And I had
then Scorn
EP
2023.
The EP.
I like both of them, by the way. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. It's like there's that time span that
that's
us talking. It's like,
yeah.
Am I gonna talk or is she gonna talk? Okay, your turn.
And that was in September where Overcome came out. That was Control the Delusion EP.
Okay. Yes. Okay, that's awesome. So, okay, what made you want to become a music artist? And what got you involved with instruments? And what instruments do you play? So that's a several parter.
Lots of synths and drum machines, and this is my studio here. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I like. I've always liked a lot of analog synth music, like Marshall Cantrell, anything Kevin Key does. You know.
Oh, totally.
That's Rue Overcomp. Lots of Sydney Ballet. All those types of artists, and I've listened to Skinny Puppy since I was a little kid, and
saw them twice.
Yeah, I did too. I love that. Actually, I got to DJ once, not this last year, but it was for Convergence several years ago. So I got to DJ just as they finished their show. Incredible! It was like 5,000 people.
Dude, that's insane. That's awesome. So that's pretty much the highlight of your career so far, DJing at least.
So I've DJed like at DOS Bunker in LA.
Oh yeah, love them.
DJed in Alaska. So it's just been recent that I've been doing live shows for Broken Nails and trying to branch out a little bit more outside of So I just did that last week.
So are you self-taught musician then?
Yes and no, because I grew up going to like a private school that had music every day,
Okay.
and I was in not only choir but chorus, and we had to
Ah,
learn music, and we had to learn how to play various instruments. We had to understand, how to be in key, how to recognize key, timing, all of that.
yep.
So DJing helped me kind of, when you I mix beats. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, so when you understand how to mix big beats and keys, you're also practicing that too, because I key match and match, and so and I started doing that before
That's
the more
awesome.
Serato.
So, what inspired you to be so you're pretty much saying that all those artists that you said inspired you to become this dark wave artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I love dark wave, by the way. And I've been listening to both of your albums. They're amazing.
thank you.
They're awesome. I love everything about it, the ambience, the danceability of it, and the energy in it,
Thanks.
and
Thanks.
but so what when you write your lyrics, what do you think about when you write your lyrics?
Well,
What triggers some of the tracks?
personal, or like I'm a bit,
Like I got an example. One of the tracks here.
yeah.
Uh, Sad analog.
Sad Analog was about like how we all had to kind of cope with the pandemic, and sort of being on lockdown, and
Okay.
feeling but at the same time there was a lot of peacefulness during that time too, so that's
To
so
self-reflect and all that. Yeah,
yeah.
to find yourself a little more. That's actually how the Roosta show got
Yeah.
started. Was during the pandemic, 2000, right before actually 2016. I started creating it and DJing for rockmetaltalk.com,
Hmm.
DJing some industrial sets stuff for them, and then he got rid of everybody, and then I started my show.
Right.
So yeah, I'm actually on SoundCloud. I have a bunch of mixes on
Okay.
SoundCloud. Yeah, just type in "duh" Rooster Show, just like normal. Like about five, couple gothic ones, a flashback one that I put older ones in and industrial one, and
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
couple mixes in each one and stuff. And I kind of stopped doing that to do all the interviews. So
Okay.
yeah, and then next year I'm gonna work on my own music because I love to write goth rock. So
Okay. Nice.
yeah.
I like the wide umbrella, so I just had to kind of focus on what I knew best, and that was
Yeah.
dance. And so electronic dance music, I wanted to really dive into analog synthesis with I usually take on my shows. I have I call it my bleep bloop rack, because it's a Euro rack, and so it has a lot of different modules.
Yeah.
I'm playing that through various sequences and such while I'm trying to sing at the same time. And I'm like, I'll get it all.
And then on top of it, it's dark,
Yeah.
so you're like hitting the wrong buttons and all that, or this and
Oh,
that. But people don't know; they just go with it because it sounds cool. Still, I know, and when I make mistakes or forget
yeah.
the lyrics and make up the lyrics and do
Yeah.
lyrics, oh,
You
it's
get
so fun. What do you
that.
like best, creating tracks or being live?
What do I like better?
To
You said?
be live or to create the track?
I don't know. I'm starting to enjoy live a little bit better than I did. It's really interesting going from being a DJ to a live performer, which they're both live performances, but
Of course.
you're so busy mixing those beats and keeping the people out on the dance floor and changing the tempo when you need to drop things down, to give them a break, and keep them. So I would say, if you're doing a great job as a DJ, no one is looking at you.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if
that's true. That's a good point.
it's when you
You
mess
got
up,
me there.
like they look at you like, what have you done? You mix into a dead channel, and in your headphones you hear the cue, but the rest of the building is silent, and
Yeah.
I love it. Kills me. I mean, it's rare that I do it, but I have done it. And so, but then when you're performing live, if no one's looking at you, you're doing it wrong. Like, so it's
That's so fun.
and
So
Yeah.
Are you just by yourself? Do you ever have anybody that helps you out? Do you
No,
have collaborators in your music?
it's all me. I do it all, including merch and everything.
Right on.
I'm usually,
Well, salute to a fellow solo artist then. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm the same way. I had some music stolen from me and from
Oh,
a
no.
friend that I was in the Marine Corps with, and so it's like kind of hard, hurtful. So I
Aw.
just kind of stuck with myself with that one, and I'm gonna kick some asses coming up here. I believe it.
That'd be
I
awesome.
already got all the tracks ready. I mean, I just gotta put it all together and do it. Yeah. So anyways, so do you explore any other type of genre beside dark wave, or are you just kind of focusing more on
Uh, well, I've done guest vocals for other artists like
tell us.
Chemical Waves. I've done vocals for Curse. I've done oh gosh. It yeah, I've done really, like I've done 2 post-punk gothy kind of things. One of the things got an award in Europe for gaze. It was like a sort of a shoegaze post-punk, and
Love post punk.
yeah, so but yeah, so usually when I'm working with a different artist, I like to do something different than what I'm doing. And I've done their bands too, so I like to remix. It's fun, and basically when I remix, I'm just making a song out of the basic melody that they have and the vocals, and I'll make a new song, so which I think is really fun. But I wouldn't mind making a shoegazy kind of dark shoegaze song. I also some of Overcome has a little bit of minimal synth, minimal wave. It's kind of funny because I go between like the EBM, somewhere between EBM and minimal wave, and I said, if you look at minimalism in that, and then you look at minimal synth, that's why I think that a lot of artists that are minimal synth will actually do industrial too, or EBM, because they coincide so well.
Yeah, they're in the same family, just
Yeah.
One's an arm and one's a leg,
Yeah. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind doing an ethereal, shoegazy kind of song in the middle. But I have a new track coming out on Vox Sinistra's. She's getting ready to release a compilation, and so that's coming out really soon. So, and it's called Puppy Love.
Oh, awesome! That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, wife's actually helps work with a website called Friendly Puppy Love.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So that's funny that you said that. It's a new website that's starting. So anyway, so what kind of, well, okay, what was I going to say? You actually took the next question, darling, by the way. It's like you're reading this. You're like, hey, you described your music. I was gonna ask you, describe your music. So do you tour much, or do you have any shows? Do you play?
I just played a bunch. So played a couple of times in Indy last week, and then that's Indianapolis.
Okay, yeah.
That's only 2 hours from me. And then I played a show. So I played with Black Rose Burning there for one show, and then I played for the show before that. God, I'm terrible with quick name recall. But I played again with Black Rose Burning and Iron Years in Chicago. So that was all this past week, and then I played in Detroit at Smalls with Bellwether Syndicate and Boot Blacks. So, and I opened for them. So yeah, that was really fun. Yeah.
Awesome. So okay, so how do you feel about the music industry? Has it been helpful to you? Like on like the avenues that people have to spread their music out. Has it been helpful to you as a solo artist? And if there was something you could change, what would you change about it? If you
Well,
could.
I think it is unfortunate as much as everything costs now, like for instance, to travel. Hotels are expensive. Most people have to rent a car to have something super reliable to get from city to city to city, or rent a van.
Yep.
There's a lot of cost involved. Merchandise, there's a lot of cost involved. Just ordering t-shirts, all of a sudden you have an $800 bill,
Yeah, no doubt.
and you have to have those, but so it is unfortunate that when it comes to publishing music, we don't make, none of us make any money. And that the little bit of money that we could make off of the music could help us, offset the cost a bit. I have been lucky. I feel very fortunate that, when I have played shows, people buy the merchandise, buy the t-shirts, and, some people have been buying whole collections of the CDs, like all four, or, records, and I feel really, I have so much gratitude for that, because it really does help all of us. But music is a love, it's a passion. It's something that has always kept me very happy, like an internal happiness. Whether I'm listening to someone else's, whether I'm DJing, whether I'm dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very healing.
Yeah.
Self-healing, but it's also it's healing the people that are there with you, because they probably relate exactly with you. You know what I mean? A lot of us that are goth, and stuff, kind of relate. We have similarities, we're still unique, we're still wonderful and different, and all of us, even though we might listen the same, but we're all wonderfully different. We gotta accept each other, love each other, but at the same time, it's like we still understand each other. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's something I love about the goths.
Oh, definitely.
I love dancing too.
Yeah.
It's so fun just to get lost.
Yeah. I have a quality a lot.
Been a long time though since I've seen a dance school.
I love it. When I was in Chicago, right after I played the show there, then Nocturna, Scary Lady Sarah, she also DJ'd for our show too, Black Rose Burning. She DJ'd for our show, which I love her. We've been friends for probably at least 20 years. And then I went to her Nocturna and danced all night. It's dance until dawn. So it literally ends. And the only time I took a break from dancing was to get a drink, and it ends at 5 a.m. So I danced the whole entire night.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
I love that. That's so badass. Yeah, I used to party in LA back in '93 and all that, and with all these good band clubs. Club Fox was one of them. Therapy from San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my buddy, dude. I've known him for 35 years. I love that guy, Brian. So I mean, it was Perversion, Helter Skelter, Stigmata. All those were in Hollywood. So I mean, anyway, so I had a great time. I love the scene so much, and so it's nice to see people like yourself that have similar passions like I do. To keep this music alive, whether it's through DJing or whether it's through creating your own, to expand what we feel, to expand the emotion, expand the horizon and depth of goth rock, and it's because there's many genres in goth rock, so it's a family of just a beautiful dark family. That's it. I love it.
Absolutely.
And so you feel the same way, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, and like I said, as a DJ, like I don't have one specific genre that I play. I play to the audience, to whatever they're responding to. So
exactly, that's awesome. So you find strength and comfort in your music, and so what's some of the, like? Give me an example of a track that of yours that on your new album that is something that really hits home, that's really personal to you.
Let's see. Well, Sad Analog is actually one of my favorite songs on the album. I don't know that it's everyone else's, but it's one of my favorite because I I just really love the analog synthesizers and that, and really hard. There's a lot going on in that song, but all of it is completely analog, and I have analog solutions, synthesizers over here. And I don't know, there's something about the tune that just gets to me. And feeling, fed up with certain things, but
yeah, gotcha.
Scorn,
it takes so much shit, until enough is enough.
Yeah, and Scorn is about kind of how people burn themselves by making bad choices and by not treating people with respect. So a lot of my songs speak out about that. And Advance, I have to mention, that's on both Control the Delusion EP and then on Overcome. Advance, dedicated to Breonna Taylor, who died here in Louisville. She was shot by the police, and that was in response to what happened to her. And I was just really frustrated and needed an outlet to speak out. And it speaks out about coming together, and treating one another like we would like to be treated, and speaking up and standing together. And now we have an election coming up, and I'm very very politically motivated when I'm doing shows, telling everyone, like, please vote,
of course,
change things.
You got it. It's, I mean, even it's a personal thing, but it's at the same time, it's still one of those things that you need to do as an American. I mean, you should just do it. Yeah. Even if you don't agree with both parties, you know what I mean? It's just do it, do your part, so you can say you did your part. Anyways, tell me about your name, Broken Nails. I noticed that you're in cosmetology. That's your cosmetologist, right? It wasn't because of that, was it?
I'm not a nail tech. I'm a hairdresser.
Okay.
That's awesome. The main thing, and the salon is called Kaleidoscope, which is where I got my DJ name. But Broken Nails, I
love your hair, by the way. It's wonderful.
I was like, it's too hot, so it's degrees outside, and so the thing is about 80 degrees right now. So, but thank you. But yeah, so Broken Nails really, it came from two different ideas that I had. Back when I was a child, my dad and I used to watch the old, like, black and white, Bela Lugosi movies and things like that, and the bear and someone would be scratching the casket to get out, and their nails would bleed, and it really that horror the kid. So that visualization sort of stuck with me. And then as well, how it comes into play as an adult is that, like, like thinking about strife, like you can scratch through the surface to get through or to get where you need to be, and you might break some nails, but they grow back, and so by strife, and also thinking about the strength of a nail, like, so of actual hammer and nail, that they can bend and break. So yeah. So there's definitely some skill behind why I named it that.
I actually had a regular nail, like for framing a house.
Yeah.
I have a nail in my head, broken in half.
Oh yeah, I mean it's.
So I had no idea. But because I love the old horror movies myself.
Yeah.
I'm like more also like old comedian movies. I like Laurel Hardy and Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein. Remember that with Bela Lugosi in it?
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
all of those.
Yeah, I love them. I love them all.
Yeah, so, and the song Phantom is actually, I couldn't use Bela Lugosi because another but his name but I was terrified of Bela Lugosi as a vampire when I was a kid. I just thought it was the most terrifying. And it really, the fact that he could just look at someone and control them was just terrifying to me. And so the song Phantom is actually about him and those movies. I just, the word that anyone could put their own monster in, and Phantom, it's pretty open. So, but
that's awesome. There was a time, if you don't mind me, just real quick, in in Hollywood, I actually went to a party with Bela Lugosi's grandson.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he had a baby vampire tattooed on his arm. It was a vampire with a diaper on it,
Yeah,
flying. It
that's awesome.
said baby vamp under it. It was cool.
Ah, sweet.
We had nothing but absolute vodka that night. It was like tons of different types of vodka, citron and
Right.
all that. It was just vodka and martini glasses. We just partied up, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So where can people find music by Broken Nails? Do you say that you're on YouTube for Broken Nails?
So yeah, so I'm on the label Swiss Dark Nights.
Okay.
And Swiss Dark Nights Bandcamp has all of my releases right now. I do have my Bandcamp page saved. I'm getting ready to put music on it myself, but I hadn't put any on my own page for a minute. I mean, at all. So I've just saved the page, but I'm getting ready to put to make my own, to start putting up my my work up there. But I've worked really closely with Swiss Dark Nights and been handling that for me. So and so now they'll basically be handling the European distribution, and I'll be handling the American distribution. So yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So would you like to say anything to your fans?
Well, I would say thank you so much. And, I love connecting with everyone, and I appreciate all of the support. Like, I'm a very humble person, and I just feel thankful to be able to do this and share my work. And that's what I'm thinking playing a show is like, hopefully somebody will feel like they can relate, and maybe this will make them feel better, or maybe it'll make them let loose and dance.
That's right. We're family. We gotta help each other out,
Always like
what
that.
it's all about. That's why we're here.
Yes, I'm very humble and down to earth and thankful. Sometimes
And who else would you like to thank? Since you're thankful, and then I'll let you continue about who helped you in your career.
Oh yeah, but I was gonna say sometimes because I get dressed up and I'm a hairdresser, so obviously
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience, hair and makeup and all of that. So sometimes at a show, somebody will look at me thinking that maybe I think I'm a diva or something, and I'm absolutely not a diva. That's the funny part. This is just my job, like like
Yeah.
So I just want to let people know that, because I've experienced that a lot. I'm like, what? Like I'm like one of the easiest people to talk to. Like I don't have any ego. So I'm always striving to do my best, for myself and for everyone. So yeah. But so the next question.
Yeah. Yeah, like those who helped you out in your career. You want to say thanks to any of those people?
Yeah. So well,
like a mama, the papa, and all those people.
Well, my friends have been supportive, and Swiss Dark Nights really helped motivate me to believe in what I'm doing and to like just keep going, and they really worked hand in hand with me, and overseeing what I was doing, and if I about what do you think about this? I think they would give me their feedback, and friends in my community. I live in Louisville, but I have a lot of support in Indianapolis, and so they've all been great and have given me a lot of practice playing shows. I play shows there all the time. So
that's so awesome. I'm so happy you're accepted. Because here you have to be country in order to get a gig in my town, so I'm working on some country songs just for the fun of it. Just to let you know. Just to expand my horizon, just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
My different personage. So you really have a love for this music, it seems like, and a passion, and that's awesome. And I'm so glad for your success so far. The last album was 2023. Is there some more tracks in the works?
Yes.
Besides that one, you said there was one on a
compilation.
Compilation, yeah.
Yeah, for Vox Center.
Okay.
So putting out one, and that literally is going to be out super soon. I don't have an actual date, but I will post about it on as soon as I have a date. Everything's mastered and she's getting everything going, and I think now she's DJing in LA too. Vox.
Oh,
she was
wonderful. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm hoping to get out to LA. My friend Kent helps run the Barsen nights in LA, so I'm hoping to get out west, soon. So yeah.
I heard there's a lot of hip hop clubs right now out there, but
yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been out there. I'm in Idaho now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So nice mountains and all that beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
And lots of stuff like that. It's pretty fun. That's all right, also. Hey, I appreciate you so much for being here today, and it's been really fun. I enjoy you, and I hope we have a lasting friendship. Or when you get your album done, if you want to do a promo, like a full-length album, you want to sit down and talk about every track and let the people know about it, and tell them, how it was done and why it was done, and we could do that. It'd be something like that would be like probably about 15, 20 minutes long type thing, be fun to do. So just hit me up, and I'm always here to help.
Okay, well, thank
Appreciate you very much.
Yes.
So thank you for being on the Roosta Show, and where you get more rock, less cock, and so thank you again. You take care of yourself, Kim. Bless you, and I can't wait to see the future.
Okay, great.
Success for Broken Nails. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.
You cursed me into